Hey Nick, so rather than try to write this out in an email, I thought it might be better to record a message to you. I think a couple of things here. So first, uh, I think you might want to be a little flexible with your idea. Um, if you are married to the idea of individualism, I'm going to recommend reaching out to the librarian and they can really help you nail that down. But if you're a little more open to going with the research, right, which is what I would recommend, I wanted to walk through a search with you and show you what I'm finding. So first I go to Primo, then I would put in, I started with Japan and anime and individualism at first. And what I was finding is that search is going to be a little trickier, and so that, as I said, you might want to go with the librarian if you really are focused in on that. If not, so I want to show you what I found. So first you go to peer reviewed, then full text online. I'm going to open this up a little and say, hey, let's under source type, hit show more, go to articles, book chapters, dissertations, and books. And I'm going to okay, because it's so late in the process, I'm going to okay you using dissertations or book chapters or books as long as they come out of the library. If they come from somewhere else, I'm going to say no. Okay. But just to open things up because it's later in the process, right? So we have the year and then we hit apply all filters. And what I immediately was seeing was, you know what? I was finding things on gender. I was finding things on women's bodies, like this first one. This looks like a really good article on that, right? Here's the otaku tourism that you noted in your keywords, right? Sex and romance, we see similar themes here. And as I was going down, um, what I was finding was I found a bunch of stuff on gender, and I think I had to click through a couple here of load more options. Um, I was finding a few on gender, and then I was finding some on robots or technology and science, right? And so, what I'm going to recommend is, if possible, if you're okay with it, switch to something more concrete, like gender, the role of women, robots, technology, science in anime, right? It might help you find things a little bit easier. And so, like down here, all of a sudden I started seeing robots, right? Um, and if so, if you end up moving to one of those more concrete topics, I think it'll be a lot easier for you. Again, here's one on desire, right? So there's a lot on gender and desire and similar things. So that might be the easiest route. Or something like robots, technology. There we go again. This combines both. We have gendering humanoid robots, robosexism in Japan, right? And then what you want to do is you want to restart your search, right? With whatever topic you're going to go into. Let's start over. I didn't have to click out of that, but sometimes when I don't, saves things I don't want. So sometimes I do just start over like that. Japan and anime, and let's go with women. Make sure you're hitting all resources, and then as I said, we'll go over here and we'll hit on peer reviewed, full text online. We'll hit articles, book chapters, and dissertations and books, and then years. Oh, we can hit journals there too. Put years, 2008 to 2020, and click that box. Hit apply filters. Okay, let's see what comes up. So we have, oh, here's that one that was in the previous search. Here we have, again, one on gender. We have Um, this sounds like another gender play of some kind. A book that might, you'd have to look at the summary or the abstract, but that could be good. Um, and so on. You just scroll through magical girl anime and changing gender. I was finding a lot on that too, gender bending. And so I'd say do something a little more concrete like that, and then you'll have more options. Um, and if you just keep loading results, if you spent like 20 minutes uh, loading more results, changing up your keywords, there's a lot of options here, right? Even if you want to do something other than that, but I do think it's going to be a little easier for you to find things on more concrete topics like, or even religion could be another one. But I think gender and technology were the things I was finding the most on, right? Or gender and uh, robots or things like that that are a little more concrete. So let's do Japan and anime, and let's do technology. Science might be better, but let's do technology and see what comes up here. So Japan and anime and technology, let's hit our limiters. Let's go peer-reviewed, full text online, articles, book chapters, and we're going to go dissertations and books and journals, and then the years. Hit check that box and hit apply. And then let's see what comes up. And science could be another. There we go. Representation of science and technology in anime, right? Um, and if you just keep scrolling through these, you'll most likely find more on this topic. Let's see. Television, animation. Some of these you might have to read the abstract to find out how they're connecting it to robotics or technology. Um, let's see. I think I did robots before, and so this sounds like it might have something to do with that, um, and so on. Let's see. So technology is not working as well as I tried robots early on. You could try science um, or something else that's more concrete like that. And don't fight it. If you're not finding stuff, and look, what are the things you're finding? And is that something you could adjust to, right? That's the biggest recommendation I could give at this point is be flexible. Um, and go where the research leads you. Um, Loving the love of boys, again, that's kind of a gender. Anime in classrooms, that's kind of interesting. There's one, emotional care robots, and so on. The cyber sublime, and then you could put in Japan anime, cyber technology, science, robots, or for gender bending, women, girls, those sorts of keywords will help you in your search. Hopefully this helps you a little bit. If not, talk to the librarian. Reach out. They're there to help you. They can really pinpoint your search for you. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to help. Thanks.